Sparking Zero comes out in a little over a month from now, and the hype is extremely high. I mean, it already been nominated for the best PlayStation game of 2024, and it hasn't even come out yet. So to join in on the hype, I'm gonna tell you the 5 things I'm personally excited for in Sparking Zero. Roster. In BT3, the character roster added up to 163 characters. Now, with Sparking Zero, we don't know the full character roster with like DLC and stuff like that, but we do know, just counting from the character slots, it adds up to 164. Also, not to mention playing as Dragon Ball Super characters for the first time. Well, not for the first time, we played in Xenoverse, but for the first time in Tenkaichi games. And also the fact that we get to play as Diamond characters if we in the DLC too. Now, when I say this, I don't mean just being able to blow or play on that video ultimate move like in most Dragon Ball games, even though it still looks really good in Sparking Zero. But when I mean map destruction, I mean being able to even go inside destroyed buildings and fighting in it. I mean, even though it doesn't look the best in the world, it looks but just the fact that you can do that in itself, or even like in a world tournament stage where if you pull off your ultimate, the civilians in the arena would run away. And then even after that, you can break through the world tournament stage and fight outside of the world tournament. Just having little details like that just makes the game much more immersive. Now, being hyped for the story mode in the Dragon Ball game is kind of crazy because normally it's the same story over and over again. You know, you go from Raditz to Buu, and you fight the same fights, you do the same cutscene, Goku turns Super Saiyan, you know, yada yada yada. But the What If stories being in this game adds so much more to playing the regular story mode. Now, instead of doing the same Raditz to Buu, you can get multiple options for the story, such as choosing Krillin to fight alongside against Raditz, or even turning Super Saiyan against Great Ape Vegeta. And being able to experience the first person, and being able to go in first person to experience the moments as if you're actually there is such a nice addition to the game. The only concern that I have is that I hope the decisions can branch off into their own story instead of just ultimately leading back into the story. Similar to the What If stories, the custom stories are stories being made up by the community. Now, this being added into the game adds so much more to the game's lifespan just off of that alone, simply because there will be stories made online that you can play through. Sorry to go off topic, but if you played any of the old WWE games, the most similar to this is WWE Create a Story, where you can make your own storylines of whatever wrestlers you wanted to. And you can download other people's stories online, and I still don't know why 2K ever removed this feature. Because it's just unlimited content. You don't have to worry about making your own story. You can just leave it to the fans, and they'll always be making stories. But then again, that's probably why Dub Wrestling games have been so mediocre for the past couple years. But anyway, looking back at the Sparking Zero, the number of options you have, like victory conditions, event cutscenes, pre and post battle cutscenes, and adding dialogue adds so much more to customization. The most important thing to be excited about is the fact that it plays exactly like Tenkaichi does. You're probably thinking, obviously, it's a Tenkaichi game, it's a sequel. It should play like Tenkaichi, but you never know with Bandai in some of the anime games nowadays. But the point is that if the gameplay is completely different from the original trilogy, then to me it wouldn't be a Tenkaichi game. I mean, you look at games like Ultimate Tenkaichi, or even like Raging Blast, Raging Blast is a Tenkaichi game, like by name, but the gameplay is similar. It's supposed to be like a next gen Tenkaichi, but it doesn't play like Tenkaichi. But yeah. But anyway, those are the 5 things I'm personally excited about for Sparking Zero. Comment down below and put your 5 things already. You agree with me on certain points or not. Like and subscribe. Have a great day.